Over the last few years, it is undeniable that people have been walking away from Hollywood in droves. Of course, you've got box office successes like Top Gun Maverick, Super Mario Brothers, and even Barbie that just passed $1 billion at the box office. But when you compare this year's box office in 2023 to what we saw back just 4 or 5 years ago, 2019, when there was $9 billion films, it's undeniable that there's been a massive exodus from woke Hollywood. Quite simply, people are rejecting it. And of course, that's what happens when you continue to push identity politics or woke messaging into almost everything you do. And now you have people in the industry that are speaking out about it. This story came out a couple weeks ago, and quite frankly, it flew under the radar for me. I didn't see too many people talking about it or making videos about it, but I saw a clip going on Twitter today, and I had to talk about this. Adam Devine blasts Hollywood for forcing messages into comedies. Outlaw star bemoans death of funny films and the impact of Marvel movies. This is an interview that he did to sit down on Theo Von's podcast, and there was a part where they talked specifically about the death of comedy movies. There was an interesting note in there about how he felt like Marvel and the $200 million blockbusters have kind of hurt normal comedies as well. But then he got into talking about the lack of comedy movies that are being made, period, and the desire for Hollywood to shove their messaging into everything. This is from Danny over on Twitter. Comedians Theo Von and Adam Devine mock woke Hollywood for ruining comedy and with hidden activist messaging. Let's listen.
There used to be something like every studio would put out several comedies every year, and there was like 45 or 46 comedies in the theaters every year. So about every week or every other week or so, there's a new comedy in the theaters. And then now, last year, there was like 6 or 7.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
And people...
I've been talking about this a lot too. It seems like every time we do get a comedy, I say, whatever happened to comedies? I feel like we don't have a lot of normal comedies anymore. It used to be you could just go to the theater on a Friday. Oh, there's a random comedy out in theaters. Let's give it a shot. People don't do that anymore for one reason, because comedies just aren't being made that much anymore. Now, maybe for streaming they might be, but not for theatrical release.
People need, and the crazy thing is it feels like people need comedy more than ever.
Yeah, I feel like they want it. So that's what this movie was. It was like, and there's no like hidden message. I feel like nowadays people, like, you get to the end of what you think is a comedy, and you're like, is that about global warming? Yeah, you're like, is there like some deep hidden message that I'm supposed to recycle more, or like
right? Oh, the moon is trans? Is that what?
Yeah,
is that the surprise?
Yeah, you're like, okay, well, I guess we do have to think about that, don't we?
It's about transportation. It's about a lot of vehicles admitting who they really are.
Yeah, the cars wanting to be motorcycles wishing they were scooters.
Yeah, it's where things are, man.
And it is kind of true. You know, it is true. That's what a lot of people are realizing. People just want normal shit. People want more movies like The Hangover. They want another Superbad. They want stuff that's not politically correct, that's just funny. Yeah, it might be offensive to some people, a little bit edgy, but there's no hidden meaning behind it. There's no woke messaging. They just want to go and be entertained. That's how people feel about a lot of their entertainment right now that's been invaded by shit like this. And so to hear someone who's in the industry, Adam Devine, who is, you know, he's obviously a stand-up comedian, but he's been in a lot of stuff acting-wise, been in a lot of TV shows, done a lot of movies, done a lot of comedies, and he's sitting there complaining because, quite frankly, that is the reality. Comedy is almost dead in Hollywood because of the studios just haven't been interested in making things to make people laugh. They want to push a message. And so I can't speak to, you know, his newest comedy, The Outlaws. It's one of the Pierce Brosnan on Netflix. Haven't seen or anything like that, but just the fact that you have someone out here saying shit like this makes me want to go watch that movie a little bit more and support that, because there's no hidden message. It's just about making people laugh, and that does sound interesting. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below about Adam Devine and Theo Von talking about the death of comedy and the insertion of woke identity politics at each and every turn. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.